Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, distinguished members of the United States Senate and House of Representatives, 36 years ago, the first Prime Minister of Free India stood here, the highest forum of the great democracy of the United States of America, to convey the greetings of the people of India and to offer friendship and cooperation in the pursuit of justice, liberty, and peace. This morning, I have the honor to reaffirm that commitment. I am deeply conscious of the honor you have done me in giving me an opportunity to address this joint meeting. I know that this is an expression of your regard for India, our people, and our parliament. On their behalf, I thank you. The Congress embodies the vision and the will of your people. It reflects their aspirations and defends their rights. It sustains the Constitution. The Congress enjoys an exceptionally high reputation among the democracies of the world because of the ideals it has cherished through 200 years. The ties that bind our two peoples are many. Some are the curiosities of history. You got freedom as we were losing ours, and many of the people involved were the same. It was Indian tea that stimulated your independence movement. Today, there are thousands of people of Indian origin in your city, as indeed all over the country, who are making notable contributions to your society. More broadly, we share the conviction that democracy is the best guarantor of enduring development, that our people must live as free individuals if their talent, energy, and enterprise are to have full play, that rule over the people must be with their consent and in their interest and by their representatives, and that the authority of the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary must be complemented by the freedom of the press. The example of your founding fathers were a source of inspiration for us in our struggle for independence. Freedom for us meant the ending of colonial rule and working for equality amongst all nations. It was also the beginning of a great endeavor to reform and rebuild our society on a more human and just basis, free from religious prejudice, social inequality, and economic exploitation. This was the vision of our founding fathers. We have achieved much in the period since independence. Our people have become the true decision makers. India's unity has grown stronger. We have lifted large masses of our population from low standards of living to a fuller life. From a very big deficit agricultural economy, we are today strong and self-sufficient since we have built up an industrial base. Our agriculture, which was stagnant at independence, is today strong and dynamic. Much of what we have done ourselves, but the technological and economic help we received from our friends was extremely important. To your scientists and technologists, I should like to say that the people of India will always be grateful because of your timely help. Our task today is to bring India to the threshold of the 21st century, free of the burden of poverty, legacy of our colonial past, and capable of meeting the rising aspirations of our people. This will require sustained effort on our part. We shall continue the emphasis on key areas such as agriculture, irrigation, and infrastructure development. We have to modernize much of our existing industry and increase productivity. We must also develop industrial capability in new fields. All this means large investments and absorption of modern technology. As a developing economy, much of the technology we need will be generated by ourselves. But at the same time, there is immense scope for the application of modern technology to solve many of our crucial problems. The United States is an important source of technology in many of the areas. Our governments have recently reached an understanding on the export of high technology to India. We see this as the beginning of a substantial partnership to our mutual benefit. Non-alignment is the extension of the idea of democracy to international relations. India has tried to live up to this principle by keeping out of military alliances. The enlargement of the area of non-alignment reduces the danger of global conflicts. India is apprehensive about the establishment of military bases in various parts of the world as well as outer space. We are directly affected by the militarization of the Indian Ocean and the inflow of increasingly sophisticated arms into our neighborhood. We desire peace and friendly cooperation in South Asia. We have taken several initiatives bilaterally to improve our relations with neighbors. We propose to build upon the natural goodwill and sense of brotherhood of our people. The people of India and United States are not allies in security strategies, but they are friends in larger human causes, freedom, justice, and peace. This is the path of tolerance we urge. Let us recognize that intolerance is based on fear. What the mankind needs is the abhaya, the joy of fearlessness. I have no doubt that this visit will help to bring about greater understanding between our countries. I am deeply touched by the warm welcome I have received. My talks with the President and his colleagues have been most valuable and have been characterized by open-mindedness and receptivity. I have also met a number of your distinguished scientists and entrepreneurs. Through them, I have seen at first hand the great vitality and energy of the United States and also the depth of affection and interest in India. I have been elected Prime Minister of India at a time when our nation stands poised for a new surge of growth. Our leaders in the past 35 years have established firm foundations on which we now have to build. India is an old country but a young nation, and like the young everyone, we are impatient. I am young and I too have a dream. I dream of an India strong, independent, self-reliant, and in the front rank of the nations of the world in the service of mankind. I am committed to realizing that dream through dedication, hard work, and the collective determination of our people. We will welcome all the cooperation that we can get. I thank you once again for the opportunity of sharing my thoughts with you.